front of him after a brief skirmish. So he burned Blackwell, then he hit Williston, he burned Williston, then he hit White Pond, which is the battle scenario we did at 11:30. He hit Windsor. There are little battles at each one of these towns in Aiken County. And then he marched into Aiken. In some ways, he didn't think there'd be any resistance. He was used to Wheeler just falling back after each of these little battles. In the meantime, Wheeler and his men were scattered over a 50-mile front because they had to guard every little river crossing and every road. He pulled all his men back into Aiken and hid his men inside the town, forming a V. And as Kilpatrick was going to march into this V, he was going to snap the jaw shut and try to destroy the Yankee camp. He was going to surround them. As Kilpatrick marched into town, he saw a few of the ladies waving their handkerchiefs at him, and some of the Union troops wrote in their diaries that they suspected this was a trap because Southern women were never that friendly to the Yankees. But of all things, Kilpatrick, the Union cavalry general, got his band out and he played Yankee Doodle Dandy as he marched to the town. He also set up a battery at the freight depot. And as he marched into the town, unfortunately, an Alabama trooper discharged his gun a little too early. General Wheeler, the Confederate general, who was in the main street of downtown Aiken, just said, "Charge." So all these Confederates, 2,000 of them, came charging down Park Avenue, Richmond Avenue, into the town, and just flashed into one of the brigades of Kilpatrick, surrounded. The Yankees had to cut their way through the Confederates. They were held by another brigade, and in the meantime, the battery of the Yankee cannons started firing into the town of Aiken. And there's one story where at a corner in Aiken, there was a Presbyterian church on one corner, and on the other corner of the street was a bar. And one of these cannonballs came over the church steeple and missed it, and went across the street and hit the bar. So there's a moral story to that with Presbyterians in Aiken. All these cannonballs were firing. There was also a railroad train pulling into Aiken from Granville, and they fired at that train, and they had to back the train out of town, so there was a lot of confusion. The battle was largely hand-to-hand. They would grab each other out of the saddle and pull them down to the ground, where they'd be trampled. They did have some sabers, but most of the things they were using was pistols. Well, finally, the Yankees had enough, and it was a rout. And they were chased all the way from Aiken 5 miles to their defensive lines in Montmorency. We call that Aiken's first